Hi, this is Marshal Andy, and of course we've got the pleasure right now of having Jason Simon in here. He's a firefighter in Lenore City, or?
Yeah, Lenore City,
Lenore
full-time
City,
and part-time here in Loudon.
In Loudon.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're happy to have you here on the Loudon Week. We've been calling this the Loudon Sessions, and of course we've had a good time doing this over the past, I guess, 6 or 8 months or so. A lot of people have shown some interest in it, and we've brought along some real good entertainers coming by just like you. I had the pleasure of meeting you at my birthday party here just recently, and I heard you singing, and you picked a song that I really liked the artist on that, of course. Tell me a little bit about the artist himself, what put you on him.
Well, Don Gibson is the artist we're speaking of, and one of the first songs that I learned to play on the guitar was Sea of Heartbreak. And it was a #1 for him, and
Yeah.
I think that several other artists in the country music genre, they covered it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Roseanne Cash, she covered it, and I really liked her version, and I loved Don's, but the song was a song, like I said, that I originally learned how to play. There was a man by the name of Ellis Jackson, great steel guitar player. Play about anything, but he was great at the steel, and I was with him, and actually I was dating his daughter, and we went to visit him one day, and he had a guitar like walking in here all over the house, and I said, man, I've always wanted to play the guitar. He said, well, there's no sense that you shouldn't start today.
Really?
Yes, sir. So he showed me the 4 chords, and at the time it was the 4 chords that made up most of that Sea of Heartbreak.
Well, that's something.
So I worked on those. And I think I enjoyed his company more than his daughter's company, because I could not get enough of the guitar.
I'll tell you what, he came over here from North Carolina to join the Midday Merry-Go-Round, and he didn't last long here because he was so hot he went straight to Nashville. Let's hear this song right now, Sea of Heartbreak.
Sounds good. That? Let's do it. The lights in the harbor don't shine on me. I'm like a lost ship adrift on the sea, this sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. Oh, how I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, the sea of heartbreak. And oh, how did I lose you? Where did I fail? Why did you leave me alone to sail this sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. Oh, how I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, the sea of heartbreak. Oh, what I'd give to sail back to shore, back to your arms once more, and come to my rescue. Come here to me, love, and keep me adrift on the sea, the sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. Oh, how I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, the sea of heartbreak.
Oh, very good. Jason Simon, firefighter. Boy, glad to have you and the great work that you do here in this community. And I wish we could have met earlier. I could have used you on the television show for the last 40 years.
Yeah, I really appreciate the opportunity to come out here
Well,
and be with you today.
we're glad to
It's
have
an honor, and there's there's a lot of people that says they can't say that they got a chance to play with Marshal Andy.
well, thank you so much.
And,
You're very kind.
But yeah, I appreciate the time and letting me come out here, and hopefully one day we can get back out here and do it again. Maybe
Well,
I can find another one.
Y'all stay tuned. We'll be back, of course. Let's just wait and see what's coming up next. You stay tuned right where you are.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're going to do a song that we've been talking to death for 4 months, haven't we?
At least 4 months. Yeah.
Every time we keep saying we're going to do this song, and then something else comes up, or we do something else.
We'll say we'll do it next week.
Yeah. It's an old Ray Price song by the name of For the Good Times, and I don't know much about it, Andy. What do you know about this
Chris
song?
Christopherson wrote the song, and it was a big hit for Ray. Ray had just moved out of pure country and tried to do more like Eddie Arnold did by following the pop field, the crossover. And this was a perfect song to give to him to make that break because he had the perfect voice for it, just like Eddie did. But anyway, Chris Christopherson wrote it, and that about 3 years ago, they finally, right before Ray died, they finally noted and acknowledged him for that song being an all-time, whatever it was, at that award they were giving. And he walked out on the stage and he said,
Did he really?
"It's about time."
About time.
Yeah.
Wow. He wrote a lot of stuff that people don't know about.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You want to try to give it a shot?
Give it a shot. Let's do it.
Okay. Don't look so sad. I know it's over, but time goes on, and this old world will keep on turning. Let's just be glad we had some time to spend together. There's no need to watch the bridges that we're burning. Lay your head upon my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against the window. I make believe you love me one more time. For the good time, I'll get along. You'll find another, and I'll be here if you should ever find you need me. Don't say a word about tomorrow or forever. There'll be time enough for sadness when you leave me. Lay your head upon my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. blowing soft against the window. I make believe you love me one more time for the good time, for the good time, for the good times. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song is another Ray Price song. It's called Until Then, and normally when I make my sheet work for a song, I try to do a little bit of information, try to find some information about it on the internet. And whenever I did a Google search for Until Then, all I came up with was an old gospel song. I couldn't come up with this for nothing. Do you know anything about this song?
The only thing I know is it was an old song, and Ray wanted to do several songs before he knew he was going to die. You knew that he had cancer and died
I didn't
not
know all
too
that.
long after this. But he wanted to do. He was known purely for country music, but he wanted to do these songs that he had stored back in the back of his mind, that he always wanted to do them because they were melodies, they were slow, and they weren't necessarily country, but they could be country. He worked it out real well, and he included this song and the one we did previously on the same album.
Did he write this song?
Good. No, he did not write the song, but it was written by a friend of his, and I don't know his name, but he didn't write the song, but he did sing it well, and everything he did was well.
What you just told me reminded me of something I saw on the news years ago. This man had written a whole bunch of songs. He played piano, he'd written a whole bunch of songs, but then he got Alzheimer's. They start to forget them.
Oh, no.
So his wife called in this music teacher from the local college, piano player. They got all those songs down before they were gone.
Oh, that's
neat?
wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
Well, let's get on with this one.
All right, Until Then, folks. Maybe someday you'll leave me and tell me that we're through, and then one day just walk away beside somebody new. They say nothing lasts forever or stays the way it's been, and that may be, but stay with me and love me until then. Until then, whatever will be, will be. Until then, give your sweet love to me.
Don't ever leave me till stars leave the sky.
Until then, and you can tell me goodbye. What will I do if you leave me and tell me that we're through, and then you'll be without me, but with somebody new? Change is constant and forever, and life not as it's been. And though that is, and you'll be his, please love me until then. Until then, whatever will be, will be. Until then, give your sweet love to me.
Don't ever leave me till stars leave the sky.
Until then you can tell me goodbye. Until then you can tell me goodbye.
My girl, you can buy my clothes when I'm gone. You can tell your friends just what a fool I've been and laugh and joke about me on the phone. You can tell my arms go back into the barn. You can tell my feet to hit the floor. You can tell my lips, you tell my fingertips they won't be reaching out for you no more. Don't tell my heart, achy breaky heart, just don't think you'd understand. You tell my heart, achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. Oh! You can tell your dog to bite my leg. You can tell your brother clip his fist, can tell my lip he never really liked me anyway. Or tell your Aunt Louise and tell her anything you please. Myself already knows I'm not okay. Or you can tell my eyes to watch out for my mind. It might be walking out on me today, yeah. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think you'd understand. And you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. Whoa! Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think you'd understand. And you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. Yo!
Alright folks, we'll be right back and I'll have a song of my own. Alright folks, the song I'm going to do this evening is a song by Natalie Merchant, former lead singer for the pop group 10,000 Maniacs back in the 90s. When Natalie Merchant was a little girl, she and her family went to Spain for the Christmas holidays. And while they were there, they stayed at an inn on the beach. In the room next to them, in room 119, there was an elderly gentleman from Germany. And this fellow sort of kept to himself and didn't say a whole lot. And every morning, he would get up and he would play the same opera. The name of the opera was Aida, and it was written by Giuseppe Verdi. And this song's about her vacation when she was a little girl. It's called Verdi Cries. The man in 119 takes his tea all alone. Mornings we La 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 la. La 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 la. He will not touch their pastries, but every day they bring him more. Gold on the breakfast tray, I steal it all away, and then go eat them on the shore, singing la 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 la. La 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 la. I draw a jackal-headed woman in the sand, sing of lovers' fate, sealed by jealous hate, and wash my hands in the sea. With just 3 days more, I would have learned the entire score of Aida. Holidays must end, as you know. All is memory, taken home with me. The opera, the stolen tea, the sand drawing, the tepid sea, all years ago. La 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 la. La 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 la. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, for episode number 9 of Marshal Andy and Friends, the Loudon Sessions. Please join us in 3 weeks when we have episode number 10. And until then, in the words of the poet Amiel, please remember, we do not have long to gladden the hearts of those we meet along the way. So be swift to love, make haste to be kind, and be generous in giving.